Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Let's get started.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show with Mike O'Mara, Oscar Santana, and Robb Spewak. And now, here's Robb.
You weren't expecting that, were you, Oscar?
No, this is interesting. Where's Mike?
He asked us to start with Adam. This is all sort of, this is unprecedented. This is not usual. But, you know, one of the good things about doing a podcast is you can sort of roll with the... Oh, I forgot to silence my phone.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I see you have a Nokia.
Yeah, I do.
From 1989.
Hello?
Robb.
Yeah?
Robb.
Yes.
Robb, it's Liam Neeson.
Liam
Robb.
Neeson? Hi, Liam.
Liam Neeson, listen to me carefully.
Okay.
Listen, I want you to know you're about to be taken.
What?
There's some men in your house, and they've got a very, very specific set of skills. Skills that are a nightmare to a man like you. I want you to do this.
I don't...
Robb,
I don't believe you.
talk.
There's...
Robb, God damn it. Don't talk. Listen.
All right, Liam.
Robb.
Yes.
This is Liam Neeson.
Hi, Liam.
Listen to me carefully.
Yes, I'm listening.
There are some men in your house. They're in the upstairs bedroom, and they're going to work their way down to your basement where your microphones are.
Right.
And you're going to be taken. Listen to me carefully.
I'm
Robb.
listening. I'm listening.
Robb.
Liam, I'm listening.
It's Liam Neeson.
I know.
You're
Listen,
about to be
this
taken.
is Oscar. This is not. Get rid. I'm done. Forget it. I'm not doing it.
Did you just hang up your phone and it made a noise?
I threw my phone. I didn't want to talk to him anymore. I mean, that's nonsense. There's no one in my house. There's no. I thought we lost him. Hello.
Robb.
Hello.
It's Liam Neeson.
Hi,
Listen
Liam
to me
Neeson.
carefully.
Yes.
You're about to be taken.
No, I don't think
Listen,
so.
look, Robb, listen to me carefully. First of all, don't talk.
Okay.
This is what I want you to do. Take your glasses off.
Okay.
Now take your headphones off as well.
Okay.
Put the headphones on sideways on your head so that the front of the headphones are there.
Like
and
this?
That's exactly what I want you to do. Now, Robb, turn around in your chair. Can you hear me? Of course you can. Your headphones are always turned up very loud. Listen to me.
Liam, we got a problem.
What?
If my
Robb,
headphones are sideways, I can't hear you.
Robb, you're about to be taken.
This
You're
is
going to-
nonsense.
Robb,
Get
Robb,
out of
listen,
here.
Don't hang up on me.
No,
Robb,
get out of
no.
here. Get
Robb,
out of here.
wait a
Get
minute.
out of here.
It's Liam Neeson.
I don't care who it
Are you
is.
going
Get
to
out
throw
of
your
here.
phone or phone silent?
I'm not going to wear my headphones sideways, Oscar, because then I can't hear.
There's
it's ridiculous.
another hang up.
Yeah. So
I don't understand what because every time he tries to call you,
Yeah.
he gets through.
Right.
But then he gives you orders, and then
Well,
it
we're
all
done
falls
with it.
apart.
There's no need to. No need to react. Let's do the show. Hold on. Let me just grab this. Hello.
Listen, you little asshole. This is Liam Neeson.
Don't use the
You
language.
are about to be taken.
I understand
Robb,
that.
You don't understand how important this is.
Okay.
There are a bunch of Albanian men that are up on your third level of your townhouse.
Of where?
Your townhouse.
Okay. They're up there. Let's say it's true.
They're going to take you. And
To where?
They're going to take you and sell you into the sex trade. You're going to be taken to a very expensive motor yacht owned by an Arab sheik, where he will have his way with you. Please, do the following. I want you to get under your desk. Hide under your desk. Now listen to me.
Getting
I want
under
you
my
to
desk.
observe what these men
Hold
look
on.
like.
All right,
their
hold on.
shoes, their pants, the sound of their voices.
Hold
This is
on.
important. Boy,
This
this
is
looks
not
like it's
easy.
a difficult task for you.
Got a sore knee.
Robb,
Yes.
it's Liam Neeson. You're
Hi,
about to
Liam.
be taken.
I know.
Now,
I'm under my
wow,
desk.
look at that collection of microphones.
Can we focus?
That's really special.
Are we gonna?
like
am
that.
I gonna be
That's
taken, or
something.
is this
That's
nonsense?
wonderful. Now, what I want you to do is the following.
Right.
Listen for their footsteps.
I don't
When
hear
they come
anything.
down the stairs, don't whimper like a little bitch. All right, hold on a second. Oscar, are you there?
Yes, Liam. Thank you.
Oscar,
I'm here. Yeah, I'm
I
ready.
have to
right.
tell you this. Rob
ready.
is at his house in
Yes.
Leesburg, Virginia.
Yes,
He's going to be taken. Is Mike McIntosh there?
he is. Affirmative.
Michael,
Yes.
it's Liam Neeson.
Hello.
Listen to me. I need you to triangulate the location of Rob's phone so that we can find out exactly where he is.
I think he's in
under my
Leesburg.
desk.
Oh, I forgot.
Under his
He's in
desk in
Leesburg.
Leesburg.
I
Rob,
could draw you a picture.
Rob, get
Yeah.
up into your chair again, please.
All right, thank God. Hold on.
Do you
Liam,
hear the men that are in your house?
I haven't heard anything.
This is very important. Do not hang up on me. Stay on the phone. That's the most important thing you
You know
can
what?
do. Are there
I'm
any
afraid I'm going to
dogs
go
in
against the
house?
prime directive. We're
Are
done.
there any dogs? Don't hang up on me. Are there any dogs in the house?
Slamming that phone. I'm not dealing
I-
with it. Get under
can I-
my desk. That's
Rob.
BS. What?
isn't it terrifying that someone would take you out of Leesburg?
Yeah, and if they were to sell me by the pound, they could make a fortune. Phone's ringing. Let me just grab this, Oscar, and then we'll start the show, okay? Good ringtone. Hello?
Rob,
Yes.
Neeson again.
Oh, now it's just Neeson?
Yeah. I
Okay.
have to make a confession.
Yes.
They're taking you, but they're not taking you to an Arab sheik.
Okay, so where are they taking me? Allegedly.
They're taking you to my house,
Your house.
and I'm not wearing pants. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Farewell,
We're
and
done with this.
I'll never
Goodbye.
call you again. Bit over.
Oscar,
Yes.
I hope he doesn't call back.
Well, I was amazed that they were going to sell you by the pound because it made me think of Wicked Tuna. And then I thought, well, they're just going to cut his head off, hang him up, by a rope, and then someone's going to take the core out and see how much fat's inside.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't want him to put that little tube in my belly to pull it out. And
But
check
Cue
it
the
would
Dr.
actu-
Phil.
it would be
the best you can for your age, or are you trying to be something you're not?
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
Yes,
Mike, you're here.
If you are looking for bits that center around 15-year-old movies, you've come to the right place.
This is your home and welcome.
That bit was 15 years in the
It's
making.
still funny. It's still funny.
Oscar, here's what happened.
Yes.
I woke up really, really early, and I had this burning idea for a Liam Neeson fake commercial. But in the time it took for me to get up, get my son to school, and come back, I had forgotten the bit. And I said, what was that Liam Neeson thing I was going to do? And then I forgot it. But I still had to get this inner Liam Neeson out of
Yeah.
my body, and that's why we did the
Oscar,
take
the
you
on
body
with
gets what
Rob.
the body wants.
Do you ever dream bits, Oscar?
I had a terrifying dream yesterday.
A
What?
terrifying dream?
Oh my God, of a death. And it woke me up in a cold shiver.
Are you willing to tell us who died? Is it somebody close to you?
I want to set the tone in a happy way going into a weekend. It's Thursday.
See, you and I think differently. That, to me, there's nothing better to set the tone than to
Yeah,
talk
and
about
Oscar,
death.
keep in mind, this is ultimately happy because the person's not dead.
Well, but this is what we do on the show, and then like 3 weeks later, they're dead.
This
Yeah.
is true.
Is
Right?
it Melanie? Is it pop singer Melanie who passed yesterday?
No, that was sad to hear. That was
Yeah.
a
Only
surprise.
you would remember that.
Out of the
what,
blue.
what was Melanie's hit?
I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key.
Thank you.
I think that we can
okay.
get together
thought
and try 'em out, you see.
Why did I think you were talking about a Spice Girl?
No.
Not,
Mel
and
B.
not a first
Mel
lady
B.
either.
Posh,
Got it.
scary, ginger,
And baby.
and baby.
Yeah, and don't
Right.
forget the Spice Channel.
Gross.
What was the
Yeah,
the
well, who was
horrible
it?
death? I'd like to know who,
I-
and I'd like to know how.
And whether
This
or
is-
not they're in my townhouse.
In some cultures, when you dream of death, it's good luck.
Okay.
Like it actually means the opposite.
Is that the podcast village culture? The
No.
Podville media culture when you dream of death, it's good
No,
luck?
I remember calling my sister once in a terror about having a dream that my father had passed. This was 30 years ago.
If it's your mom or dad, I don't. It's probably not a great idea. If it's me or Rob, go carry forward.
Yes.
Well, you asked me the last time I had something like this, and it was about my dad. And
Yeah, but we're
it was-
talking about the more current one.
Correct. But I'm giving you context. If you just let me talk for 2 seconds, for God's sakes. I called my sister in a terror, and she said, it's actually good luck. Like, that means something great's going to happen to them, right?
In your culture, it would be referred to as buena suerte.
Buena suerte. Thank you. I had a dream that Mike O'Mara passed.
That makes sense.
And it was not a passing of, like, we got to say goodbye. It was a road rage incident.
Oh, my God.
And it woke me up in, like, not even a cold sweat. I had to look at my phone to see if I had some sort of text.
Did it involve a butterfly? No, I'm sorry. Did it involve a firearm?
No, you were in a sports car.
Yeah.
And
God, I'd love to be.
So far,
Today.
Mike likes the dream.
I love the
And this
dream.
is probably
Do you know
just
what
a-
kind of sports car?
yes, you were in a Ferrari.
Oh, wow. Not my number one seed, but man,
This is
oh,
why
man.
this is such like a outlandish dream. Mm-hmm. And I remember you sent me a picture of you in a Ferrari, and
Hi.
yeah, but it was because I had watched one of the videos of you and your son on the way to school, which I love, by the way. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the viewpoint I had. The POV was me in the car looking back.
Okay.
Right.
So you got a text from Mike. You said, "Oh, I better look at this." Hello.
Rob,
No, we're not
Liam
doing
Neeson.
this anymore.
Mike's dead.
Liam, we've moved on.
Goodbye.
And you said, "Look, there's no one else with me. I'm all alone, and I can go as fast as I want and drive as angry as I want, and no
Mike,
one
are
can
you
tell
still
me
liking,
anything."
Are you still liking the dream at this point?
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah. And I said, "Oh, that's amazing." And I was like, "This is great. I love the interior you chose. It was a non-traditional Ferrari interior.
How about the exterior? Was it not traditional red?
It was a non-traditional red. It was. I was
I
like,
do.
"This is." I was like,
bought
"This is amazing." Like this is. It was almost not even a tan. It was like an ostrich interior, and
Oh, with feathers, like the boots you used to wear.
you know what, Rob?
What a memory.
How do you remember the
memory like
the
the
detail of the
boots he used to
boots?
You would remember
That
too.
is funny.
The boots he used to wear.
Nice
I was
boots.
such a redneck.
So-
I've been a redneck my whole life.
So in the middle of our conversation, and we're literally just setting up showtime. Like we're talking about a showtime. Some guy cuts you off. And you said, "Hold on," and then I hear you rev up and go next to him, and then flick him off and keep driving.
And you can see all this.
I can see it from his through
Right.
his perspective, like you see on the videos on Facebook with his kid. Yes, yeah. And I was like, "Oh," he goes, "Oh, he'll never catch up to me." And then the call goes black,
Oh no.
dark. And then like I try to call back, go straight to voicemail, which, by the way, tells you is not even accurate to the world because at least I'd get some rings in, right?
Right. Were you aware of any violence before the phone went black, or did it just cease?
The call just ceased. Ceased.
And then your
And
phone
then-
lit up with all the wire services reporting that Mike had passed?
Now, do you know who called me?
Who?
Buzz Burbank.
Yeah, boy. He creates. I'm going to communicate with sound effects right now.
Now, was that awkward at all? Because you haven't talked
Well,
to
it's
Buzz
nice
in a
to
while.
find a fellow with a keen sense of humor.
Well, it was startling. He goes, "This is Buzz." And
Do
I
the
said,
voice.
Oh, I said, "This is Buzz."
Excellent.
Great
Thank
job.
you. Cunning mimic. He said, "I just want to give you my condolences." And I said,
Was there a
For
little
what?
happiness in that? A little happiness in his
"Well,
tone?
Hi.
it would make sense because I haven't heard from him since he left. So
Yeah.
that's it. You know, that
Right.
he's going to call me when he's like, scoreboard."
Right, yep.
Yep.
I outlived all you Fs.
Fantastic. Wow. Fiery auto wreck.
And no, I never got the
confirmation.
I just got the call giving me condolences, and then I woke up.
Oh, that's weird. That's dark.
I have never dreamt of either of your deaths, ever.
Oh, I've dreamed of people's deaths at least 6 times a year, but not.
Well, with
I don't
me,
think I've
it's
ever
more
had
of
a dream about either one of you buying it. You know, I think it tells me that even though I don't ever feel it from him, that I might be important to him.
It's only loved ones. It's never people I hate.
Yeah,
I think that
it's only loved ones.
And by the way, last night at bowling, and this kind of relates to this. This is why I'm bringing this up now.
Yeah.
I went on the High Noon Express.
What is that?
High Noon is an alcoholic beverage that's vodka and soda.
Oh yeah, this is very popular.
Very popular.
Is it a premixed or is it?
It's a premixed cocktail.
Okay.
Like in your drinking days, it was around.
Okay.
But you would actually forego the seltzer.
Yeah, I'd have a High Noon hold the seltzer.
I said to our lovely bowling alley waitress, whose name I should remember, although I've never gotten it. So I've always just, I know her.
Isn't it?
She's just wonderful.
Yeah.
She's wonderful. She's got a great attitude, super wonderful. Both of them are
Let's call her Gal.
fabulous.
As in Gal Gadot.
You know, she's not an unattractive woman.
No.
And she's
a
blonde.
bowling alley 8.
She's blonde.
Yes.
And she, I think the directive was, bring me a High Noon and keep them coming. And then she said, what flavor? Do you want the pineapple again? I said, no. I said, I'll take
it's a
the pineapple.
flavored seltzer.
It's a flavored vodka and soda.
Okay, but I didn't know that it was flavored. I
Why
thought
don't
it
you
was
just
just
calm
vodka
down?
and soda.
Why don't you just calm down, okay?
Mike, let me live through you for a moment,
All right,
please.
hold on. So she brings them and she keeps them coming to the point where I was feeling pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Just about the time the guy with the Trump 2024 hat started making his rounds of the bowling alley. A guy that I didn't know, that seemed to know some people, but really they weren't engaging with him, and he was extremely drunk, and he was going from station to station to station. Now, what I see at the bowling alley normally with league bowling is you will have people roll in, family members, friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, grandparents, parents, that'll come and join that particular team that's there. That you don't often see a rando,
Right.
that's obviously maybe at his second location, making the rounds. And I see the guy standing in back of our little lane, and I'm like, oh god. And because of the, I had no intention of engaging with him, but my mind was just racing. And
Engaged,
the ultimate
yeah.
fantasy trip for me would have been the hat flip, which in my world, and being a bar owner, the hat flip is pretty close to a guaranteed fight.
Yeah.
If you do that.
I'm sorry. I feel like a complete rube, and I'm not that foreign. The hat flip, is that just throw the hat on the floor?
No, the hat flip is taking your fingers, walking up to the brim of the hat and going, boom, and flipping it right off his head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that was a move.
Without saying anything. And I was enjoying myself by fantasizing about that was because of the High Noon that was coursing through my veins.
Yeah.
Normally, no, I wouldn't ignore him completely, but I wouldn't be like thinking about his presence. He then moved down a couple of more league participants, and we were done with him for the evening. But I did fantasize about that little beautiful hat, though. Beautiful swag. Beautiful swag. Democrats,
why
get
did
some
you,
swag like that. It's really gorgeous. You know?
Why? And this is actually a question I think I know the answer to. I know that when we all drink, we all derail in our own ways. Not Rob anymore, but you and I. We all, that's the human condition. The violence that you fantasize about is because that would lead to violence, right? That would lead to violence. That's time. It's time to fight. It's time to fight.
In his condition, I would say it was, and the type of individual we were talking about here. He looked like to me like a marine biologist. Not. would lead to an altercation. Of
Yeah,
some
so
kind.
Yeah.
I get that. And for me, what is, I think, progress is that you process that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I was never, well, that's not true. The level of intake would be, I processed that, and if I continued like till, what time did we leave the bowling alley? 9 o'clock? If I continued to say 11:30, 12 o'clock at night and was continuing to drink high noons, I may not have the skills of processing and may just be chomping at the bit to engage. And that would not be good either. But at
you
that
stayed
early
in the
hour, and I
sweet
still had enough. What's that?
You stayed in the sweet spot.
Yeah,
that's where I want to give you
I went
credit.
home. And then I went home.
I want to give you credit because there's.
Back in the day when I would linger longer, nothing good happens after midnight.
True.
Well,
That's the way I
and
look
if
at it.
I recall there's like 4 or 5 bars in Manassas that we just could never go to because you either fought with a bartender or had some falling out. And then Clyde's was always a destination spot for any TMOS fan because that's where the melee.
Yeah. That's where the plaque is.
Where the cowboy boots went up.
Yeah, and I could go back in there because it all happened outside. And I
Also,
was not
and by
banned
the
or
way,
anything like that.
you were standing up for your lady.
That's
Yeah,
right.
but it was still foolish. It was extremely foolish. But
It was chivalrous, Mike.
I stand by my motivations. But
Yeah,
at
I
the
mean,
same
that's
time,
why.
I mean, they were going to practically arrest the guy until I copped to throwing the first blow. And not proud of that, and I blew my knee out doing it.
Well, and
Screwed
that
my
wasn't
leg
your
up.
fault either.
Well, I mean,
Cowboy boots.
You don't.
You never fight in cowboy boots.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't fight
I
in
blame
those.
the ostrich.
Or you never fight in heels.
I could have got my ass kicked too, and I didn't. So I
Mike's
mean,
beautiful Cuban heels.
the heels.
He was
I
wearing
should
that
have
night.
flamenco danced.
You were wearing the shirt with the big fluffy arms, weren't you?
A dance
I'll
off.
you. I challenge you to a duel. I challenge you to a duel.
I'm not
But-
going to fight you, sir. Carla, hold my vape. And then it's a dance off. That is a musical
Yeah.
we could put together.
And you know what? If we really want to sell it, it's a pants off dance off.
A pants off dance off.
That's right.
I will tell you this: that on my way home, because I was new to the high noon train, I've had them multiple times, but
They'll
they're
catch
light
up to you.
and they're soda and it's not tonic. And I'm saying, and Carla says, "Well, you better check the scale tomorrow." I said, "Why?" She said, "Those are 100 calories each," and I hadn't really processed that. So in my own mind, I get the Inquisition. So no. Because I thought, she said, yeah, if you had a regular vodka and soda with lime and had 2 of those instead of your little foo-foo drinks, you would be better off. And she was right. I was up a pound today, almost a pound.
You
And,
can take it off. That's nothing to it.
Yeah, I know. But it was, it was an interesting evening at the alley, and my performance did not improve in the third game. in the third game. It did not improve.
So you tend to start well and finish a little weaker,
I tend to start poorly and finish poorly, with usually my best game in the middle.
Okay. Do you remember your high score game last night?
137. I'm the worst bowler. One of my games was
What's
under.
what's a
2
great
of the
score?
games were under 90.
What's a great score for non-bowlers out there? I'm sorry, I don't know.
300 would be a
Okay.
perfect game.
That's a perfect game.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
200, any score over 200 is a fabulous game.
I would say any score over 180 is a
Any
fabulous
score
score.
over 180, Rob's
I'm sorry.
right.
The average for your crew.
Oh gosh. Well, we got 2 guys. The Ben and Bill are stellar both, and Carla is like kicking ass. She has a very good set of skills. Good set of skills. Good set of skills. I broke it.
Too many phone calls.
You didn't put a dime in. Oh, Oscar, I think someone's calling.
Oh, great.
Hello.
Listen, Rob, it's Liam Neeson.
We've done
I've
this.
been watching Carla bowl.
Yes?
I've detected one thing.
Yeah.
She has a very, very, very good set of skills.
What
Skills
about-
that are a nightmare from other bowlers in the league. Yes, what, Rob?
Have you watched Mike bowl?
I have.
And
Mike bowls like he is afflicted with some sort of neurological disorder. He doesn't seem to have the proper amount of body control when he throws the ball. It can go anywhere from the right gutter to the left gutter and anywhere in between. He does not possess a decent set of skills.
thank you for calling.
Thank you for having me, Rob.
Oscar,
Always
that
wait
was,
till the phone is thrown away. That's how we hang up. That's
I love it.
That's the way, by the way, that's the way we
Liam
should
Neeson.
end every phone call
Yes.
on the show from this point forward. We simply throw
Make that
the phone.
a hot button and let's
Throw
do
the
it.
phone against the wall. So, so now the high noons are, well, we can look it up, but I think they're 100 calories a drink. Doesn't sound like much, but, it adds up. And it wouldn't have, and so I was not pleased. And the bang for the flavor, the artificial.
What
sorry.
flavors do they offer, and
All
what
right, I
did
can
you
tell
choose?
you all the flavors I had. I will tell you all of the flavors.
Oh, you shouldn't have mixed.
This will give you a
flavors.
little perspective on why I might be a little silly this morning. All right,
Uh-huh.
last night, initial flavor, pineapple. I guess we should get a ding for that.
Pineapple isn't terrible.
No, probably my
It
go-to.
sounds
Probably
like
one
a
of my
good
favorites.
mix.
Pineapple,
Oh, I've seen these.
watermelon. Yeah, watermelon, not good. As the bartender said when I was walking up to the bar, too artificial. So I'm like, yeah, watermelon. Black cherry.
Ah,
Nice.
Passion fruit.
boo.
I love a good passion fruit.
Passion fruit was okay, followed by, and this one I thought I'd love, and I hated it, mango. And they
I've
said,
told
how do you like
for
the
years, Mike.
Yeah,
Mango
yeah.
is trying to press themselves into our culture.
I said, and there's a guy on the team next to me. We get along with everybody at these. I don't know why, but we're very, I don't know. It's our sweet spot. It's really where I belong. I don't belong on a golf course with Mrs. Havisham. I belong in the bowling alley. Really. It's my natural habitat. It really. And so the guy says to me, so the waitress comes by and says, how do you like the mango? How do you like the mango? And I said, it tastes like ass. And the guy does not miss a beat. And he looks at me and goes, how do you know what that tastes like?
That's funny.
So
and
that
then
was,
Mike hugged him and said, "We're friends."
Yes.
Mike,
I look for him wherever I can get him.
Yeah.
I really
Mike,
do. But I don't
100
connect.
calories.
I don't connect
100
him when I, what, go ahead. Yeah, 100
there are
calories.
100 calories in a high noon, and this surprises me. The ABV is 4.5%. So it's like drinking a beer. But it
Okay.
says it strikes you a little harder than a beer?
No, not really. It's just kind of
Okay.
a lot of liquid and,
Yeah.
not a lot of bang for the sweet spot for me, I don't have a sweet spot. I probably do have a sweet spot, but it's too much sugar. The delivery system of a margarita is my sweet spot.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's the worst sugar
But
situation
it's
in the world.
day after you're going to
Yeah.
pay, and you want to talk about calories, it's insane. But if you're asking me now, in my life, what is my number one seed, if I could drink anything I wanted to, it would be a margarita. With flavor, buzz, everything. 16 margaritas, perfect. Absolutely.
With the topper or without?
With the topper until Carla grabs my wrist.
Yeah. You didn't really need to ask that, Oscar.
You've had enough. And my answer to her is always, Carla, Carla.
Make sure you set the alarm.
Yeah. So it was a festive night at the alley, and we got invited to a Super Bowl party.
Oh, that's
I got,
nice.
which is nice. It's just a very friendly Americana, is how I would describe
What
it.
about the Miller's party? I thought that was annual.
We already went to that,
At the
But
Super
doesn't
Bowl.
he have a Super Bowl party?
huh?
Doesn't Millsy have a Super Bowl party?
I don't know. He has a Christmas party. That's the one we go to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
For
then
some
his
reason I thought-
buddy and I we're going to try to set something up to get together with him. My
But
glasses.
you got invited to a new friends
new Super Bowl
party.
party by our new friend Joe, who played for the other team. These are
That is
salt of the
so
earth people.
cool.
Yeah.
It's just it's very, very nice.
I
But
love that.
once again, I have that defensive perimeter that goes up as soon as anyone lays an invite out or something like that. Unless you're going, if this is the many complexities of me.
Sure.
In the case of my friend Oli, that happened really quickly, and we said yes, and then bingo, it's been a lifelong friendship since then. With this, when I don't know people that well, I'm always very defensive. So there's probably, and it's a distance to travel, so we're probably not going to be able to post for it because there's other stuff going on that particular weekend involving my son and things like that. But it's a very, very nice feeling.
The fact that you're invited is
very cool. It's very, very cool. And it was something like, you two are just nice people. And I felt so good when somebody says that. It's just really, really nice, and it also indicates to me they really don't know us that well. So it's really
now you are nice people. You are, and you're approachable. And I imagine in that setting, it's fun to be around you guys.
Well, let me tell you the new thing. All right, and the new thing involves older people at Happy Valley. I was told by the organizer that it's an older group. That never stops us from anything. Our best friends are 10 years older, 10, 13 years, 10 years older than me, and I got no problem, and much older than Carla, and that never, if you do that down here, you're not going to survive down here. You're not going to have a social circle because there are people that have retired down here. It's just the way it rolls. We are participating on Sunday evening in a brand new sport, and you can put this sport right between golf and bowling. Who would like to guess what the sport is?
Well, I have a natural guess.
I think I have it.
Guess?
I think we're going to ruin it by giving you the answer.
Well, give the answer.
Go ahead, Oscar.
Pickleball?
I agree.
No.
Oh, okay. Yes.
All right.
I'm curious. I'm curious.
All right,
It's
here's
not
a hint.
high-a-lie, is it?
No. But you're closer. Think ethnic.
Oh, I love this. Okay, this is awesome. Handball.
No, that's not ethnic.
Ethnic.
Ethnic. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, here's another clue. I like giving cryptic clues. Olive Garden.
Oh, when you're there, you're family. So this sport involves inclusiveness
I know what
and
it is.
breadsticks.
What?
Oh, I know what it is. Mahjong.
No, not mahjong.
Mahjong.
Mahjong,
And that would be,
not mahjong.
and that would be the clue for that.
I'm
Might
an
be
idiot.
a Chinese restaurant.
That's the
All
fun
right, I'll
part.
give you the last one.
Wasn't that fun?
A form of bowling.
Lawn bowling. Bocce ball.
Bocce.
Bocce ball.
Bocce.
It is lawn bowling, Oscar.
I
big
always
thing down
wondered
here,
what
bocce.
bocce was.
I don't really know what it is either. I know you throw a little ball, and then you throw larger balls and try to get them close to the little ball. That's it.
Oh, that's what they were playing on Succession. On the lawn at one of the European weddings, where I was like, "What are they doing
Or were
out
they
there?"
playing croquet?
No. It was definitely bocce because I remember somebody was talking about how great. Yes.
I've been watching this for years down here, and I've always driven by it, walked
Do they
by
play it in Maine? I feel like that's a wealthy part of the world.
No, they don't. They have to have a particular court. They played in the inner city in like Italian neighborhoods.
It takes a particular set of skills.
So is handball.
Rob, I think the phone's ringing.
Hello? Hello?
Rob,
Yes.
it's
Hello?
Liam Neeson.
Hi, Liam.
Would you like to play bocce with me?
I don't want to. You would call Mike. Mike's the guy that wants to play bocce.
I heard he's got a very specific set of skills.
Yeah, set of skills. I get it.
Skills.
Hey, Liam,
Yeah, yes, Rob.
thank you for calling.
Don't throw the phone. Don't throw the goddamn phone again.
I don't see pins.
There are no pins.
There's none pins.
All right,
pins
you
is
see you have
croquet.
blue. You see you have blue, and you have red, and then you have the white one in the middle.
Yes,
So the object, I am told,
America.
it's bocce. It's an Italian sport.
Yeah.
But it screams America.
There's the bocce court right there.
Yeah.
And then you see the white ball, and the object of the game is to throw the ball as close to the white one without hitting it, I believe.
Do you have to wear all white?
No. No.
Not after Labor Day.
No. Here's the best part. You don't have to wear anything.
Okay, where is there is there some like I guess for me, I know you're
bocce
competitive.
At Coonville, there's
But
bocce at Happy Valley.
Can you take like an online course to prepare yourself so when you arrive, you are well versed?
You know what? This is why Oscar is the man. This is why I ran an Ethernet cable out of my guest room and into my kid's computer yesterday, and I am a hero because Oscar gives me these little gems that I will
Did you run it
take
outside?
to heart. I ran it outside. I don't like it permanently. I like bringing our guy back and having
It's a
my
bridge.
son.
Yes.
This was, I am the hero of heroes after doing this. And he gets home
Attitude
this
improvement?
afternoon. Attitude's been really good. You know what he said today?
What?
Apparently yesterday at school, the teacher, his language arts teacher, who's also his homeroom teacher, said something like, at least according to him, and he's 10, so it's not it's not gospel, that the test, your language arts test had a C average. But don't worry, we're going to go over it in class tomorrow when you get them back. And he freaks out. And this is his quote to his mother. And this doesn't make me melt as a father. He said, I'm worried that I got a C and I didn't get an A on the test. And Dad has been so good to me this week. I don't want to disappoint him.
Wow.
He said that to his mother.
That's
So
great.
sweet.
That is just so sweet. And I told him on the drive to school today, I said, dude, you did your best, and you'll get it together. But the Ethernet cable apparently does change the gaming world.
Oh, it does it for now.
I mean, you're hardwired into the system. And then Liam Neeson came over, and we had a great time.
If you prep for your arrival,
that's
I think
I think
it'll
it's
show
a
respect
I think
to the invitation.
yes,
and the
because
game.
as the newbies, we could say we haven't played, we haven't formed. We know a little bit about the game, but we haven't played. And Carl and I both watch a video.
Yeah. You go in and you say,
That's so above. That's
we're
it.
really
That's
looking
the NBA.
forward.
That's the NBA. That's planning. I would just be watching over there. Here we
all you
are.
gotta do,
Where do we
Mike-
go? What do
no,
we do?
Just walk in and say, I know that you win the first person to reach 13 points. Is that how you play it?
Did you already look that up?
That's the only thing I gleaned from it. Everything else you got
It's fun.
right. Yeah.
It's fun. It's cool.
And I do
it's
think
something
showing up in all white with a neckerchief might be a good move.
Now he's messing with you. Don't
Before we
do
go to
that.
break, I got a quick story for you. All right.
Yes.
There is a judge who was the sitting judge, and my old agent, who was a locally based D.C. agent, and this judge were buddies, buddies, really good friends with the judge. And he introduced me to the judge, and the judge's name was Judge Benjamin Kendrick. He went by Judge Benny on the bench. That's what they called him. And Judge Benny was what would be described as almost a movie-style character of a judge. Like many judges, and you'll find this if you ever get mired in the legal system, these are interesting characters, and they're little fiefdoms that they have. They are all-powerful, and some of these guys are quirky. So I play golf with Judge Benny the day after the Marv Albert trial ends. And he's getting great marks for the way he ran the Marv Albert trial where he bit the hooker.
He ran that?
He ran that trial. He
Wow.
was the sitting judge on that trial. And
Yeah.
it was, by all accounts, it was actually reported that it was a very, very well done trial. And Doug says, can we get him out and play it at your joint? And can I bring Benny along? I said, of course. I'd met Benny before.
Yeah.
And he comes out, and he is wearing long white pants, linen pants. He is wearing a white cotton shirt, and he is wearing a white bow tie at the golf course. I've never seen anybody like that. And I said, my God, look at you. You look like you're right out of the 1920s. And, of course, being a judge, he's like, come here. Let me tell you something. And he talks about going down to Pinehurst, North Carolina, where he's wearing the same outfit. And one of the old caddy master guys, like an 85, 90-year-old guy down there, has all the staff, golf pros, caddies, caddy masters, and brings them outside. Said, I want you to look at this man right here, and I want you to know that 30 years ago, you couldn't get on this golf course unless you were dressed like that.
Wow.
And I'm like, isn't that great? Don't arrest me. There you go. Thank you. Thank you very much. We got to take a break. We'll come back with the round table, and God almighty, this was all over the place. But then again, you can blame High Noon on that. We'll take a break, and we will be back with more fun. And later on today, we're going to be talking NFC AFC Championship weekend with our own Nicky Diamond. That's coming up on the show today. We will be right back with the roundtable, ladies and gentlemen. Legacy Box, Legacy Box, Legacy Box, ladies and gentlemen. What's on your to-do list? You probably wanted to tackle that ancient box of treasured videotapes and photos that you've been meaning to preserve, but you weren't sure where to start. Legacy Box makes it easy. Simply send in your Legacy Box filled with camcorder tapes, film reels, and pictures. Then get back digital copies that can be easily enjoyed, shared, and organized. It's like magic, and by going to legacybox.com/TMOS, you can enjoy 50% off when you get started with Legacy Box today. We've all used Legacy Box, and we all love it. It's like a time machine that takes you back and lasts forever. After 10 years in the business, Legacy Box is the world's largest digitizer, and it's all done right here in the USA. Kick off the new year by rescuing your family's most cherished memories that haven't been watched or enjoyed in years. Go to legacybox.com/TMOS to save 50%. Buy today, send it in when you're ready. Just go to legacybox.com/TMOS. Again, that's legacybox.com/TMOS.
Hey, look.
There it is.
The Kraken is wearing a white bow tie.
There it is. Yeah. Story time. Anyway, Jon Stewart is returning to The Daily Show. That's the big news from show business yesterday. He will host Monday nights through this year's presidential election, which I think is fantastic for fans like I am.
Yeah.
He'll start February 12th, and as for the remainder of the week, it'll be hosted by a team of correspondents. That's interesting. I hope that through that they get a permanent replacement. Obviously, it's not going to be Jon Stewart doing it after Feb 12. An executive says, quote, Jon Stewart is the voice of our generation. Okay. God, I hate those quotes, right? An executive says, we all know he's great.
When I sent this out to you fellas, as soon
you
as
broke it.
It broke. I love it when I can send. I looked at the story when I posted. I was like 2 minutes ago. There's no chance they've seen this, so I sent it to them.
You got it.
Yeah,
I
you
gave you the
win.
hearts because it was so cool.
You know, for all of the guff and strife that's come to the Daily Show after Trevor Noah left, and why they haven't had a host.
Right.
And by the way, our mutual friend Dominique Foxworth was a guest on the Daily Show just a couple months ago when DL was hosting, and it just. For some reason, it felt right. It settled me about that show.
Because I don't think there has been an individual who articulates a certain set of beliefs and a certain set of attitudes better than that guy. Because it's got to be done. It's so insane right now, Oscar, that I think it's got to be done with that ability to satire, and provide humorous. Look, because if you think too seriously about it, your head's going to explode. So to have him there, I will predict to you, it's going to be beyond stratospheric what these ratings do on Monday nights.
If he brings in his set of writers like Rory Albanese,
the Ivy Leaguers,
and then the team,
right.
That he had, this may be a Mike, you might think I'm crazy, but the only comparison I have is when you've got a fledgling organization sports team, and then they bring in a winning team from the top to then show the rest of the team, this is how it's done.
I could not agree more. And what excites me just as much as him hosting on Mondays is the executive producer credit, which means hopefully he'll have a hand in the rest of the week as well.
Grooming the rest of the week.
Need him.
You know what,
no
Mike?
offense to Trevor Noah, but it never did it for me.
He is now officially the anti-Johnny Carson because he's only working Mondays.
That's right.
But
I totally get the burn factor.
I do
that he
too.
wants to chill and do Mondays, but that's going to be plenty for people that are big fans.
I was a little knocked out when I read the story about the timing because it didn't occur to me. He retired before Trump took office.
Right.
So he's never had a chance to comment on that presidency.
Well, not in that forum, no.
Not
in that forum.
So,
he certainly commented
that's obviously
in other
his greatest
forums.
delivery system.
Right.
And
he was host
so,
for 16 years, by the way.
Yeah.
99 to 2015 is how long
yeah,
he.
so I look
he
forward
was
to having
there.
him back. He's a nice guy too. Mike has worked with him.
I did a bit with him years and years and years and years ago, and it was very, it turned out to be something that I was excited about at the time. But then as, the Daily Show became a thing, I was honored to have worked
He's a
with
super
the
nice guy.
Van Halen has been gone for years, and yet somehow the dysfunction will not die. As I age, I try to get as much information as I can without, in a blanket, rash way,
2 to 3 sources
passing
Yes.
judgment. But
Yes.
man, oh man, based on going all the way back to a time when I got a chance to chat with Sammy Hagar, and everything you read about David Lee Roth just tells me this guy is a stain. But I don't know yet. I'll put a little caveat on it. David Lee Roth is attacking Wolfgang Van Halen. Dave posted a YouTube video griping about how Wolfgang, whom he repeatedly refers to as the effing kid, treated him badly on the last Van Halen tour. According to Dave, sensitive flower Dave, DJ, I can be a morning DJ Dave.
Yeah.
Wolfie spent the tour complaining that Dave wasn't paying enough attention to him. Now, here's the thing. Having a band, working with guitarists, that to me might be an analysis of stagecraft, of stage work. Because when you are a lead singer or a drummer or a bass player or a keyboardist, you pay attention in order to facilitate the sound. If you just watch any band, except for bands that know it by heart, but if you watch a band, you'll see a lot of eye contact and a lot of communication between the members. It's how you know what you're doing up there.
Right.
So that's what. As soon as I read that, I said, "You're complaining about if you weren't paying attention to Wolfie, who's playing, And then apparently Dave was complaining, David Lee Roth, about 2 different shows that had women thrown out that Dave had invited. Dave says Wolfie thought they were girlfriends, but they were actually tour accountants. Okay. It's just so weird. The video starts with Dave interviewing Jesus Christ, who says, quote, "Bro, I just want people to know I got this job because of my talent. I would have had this job anyway, even if my dad wasn't God." What's he doing? I mean, really? And by the way, when's the last time Van Halen played, right? I mean, give
been
me
a while.
break here.
I think David Lee Roth is a perfect example of why can't we have nice things? Mm-hmm. Because he ruins everything for himself. And even that last tour, he's ruining now by talking about all this, dissent within the band.
Do you all, and I'm lost within, it's not even a generational thing. I just missed the Van Halen push, right?
Right.
I remember Clear Pepsi and Right Now. That's the only thing I think about when I think about Van
when
Halen.
they were licensing the
Now,
rights to a lot
I've
of
been to
different things.
Cabo Wabo, I know that side of that world. And then when David Lee Roth took Howard Stern's spot in Free FM, which was a debacle.
Right.
Is he so successful with his publishing and his music, his career, that he can just continue just to be this crazy and not
I don't think he has writing credits on any of the stuff.
I think he's just difficult. I think he's
okay.
Sammy Hagar backstage at the Sammy Hagar David Lee Roth tour where they were both touring together.
Right.
They literally constructed separate walkways so they could not see each other. I am not exaggerating. I looked at it. There was a plywood divider because these guys did not interact.
Yep.
And it was because of the difficulty of David Lee Roth. So, why do you say that? Well, because the only one I interacted with was Sammy Hagar, who was fan-centered and loved interacting with people. And if you see online the presence of Sammy Hagar, you never hear anything other than the guy being cool with fans. That's what you hear about.
And Mike, to be fair, his name is Sammy Belcher.
Sammy Belcher, which was hysterical yesterday. It's not clear why Dave has an axe to grind here, but in 2022, Wolfgang complained that a proposed Van Halen tribute tour fell apart because some people were too difficult to work with. Everyone naturally assumed that some people, that was David Lee Roth.
Of course.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Very
And
clear.
I'm a Van Hagar guy, always have been.
Yeah,
But
he doesn't leave a lot of. There's not a lot of nice things said about David Lee Roth ever.
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 Just a handful. That's the way that goes. Is Coachella still cool? Ticket sales have been the slowest in 10 years. Passes still available at the second and third tiers for weekend 1 and at every tier for weekend 2. They've been on sale since last Friday. In recent years, it would sell out within minutes.
Yeah.
Or at the very least within hours. The Coachella website is also allowing people to purchase up to 8 passes compared to 2 in previous years. It looks like not even the return of No Doubt has people excited enough to go. The other headliners include Lana Del Rey, Doja Cat, and Tyler, the Creator. Interesting. I don't know.
What they need is David Lee Roth.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll move some product.
Two things are happening in my view. A lot of this disposable income that would allow people to just spend $800 on a ticket or $500
Right.
or $1,500 on a weekend, that's gone. So that's not happening. And then the other is this perfect Instagram aesthetic, which is very popular with influencers, where everything's absolutely perfect. That is not popular anymore. And Coachella was, it married itself to this clean girl, as they like to call it, aesthetic,
Right.
of being like a modern hippie, but in the middle of polo grounds. It was meant for the perfect picture for your Instagram profile or grid.
Yeah.
And that is not as popular as it used to be.
Well, it's slowing down. You can get tickets a lot easier
Mac,
than you
let's
have in the
go.
past.
No, I think the Coachella crowd is also aging out of the fact that you want to spend a weekend at a rock festival.
That's true.
It's
That
a
could be true.
disgusting experience.
Why would it be disgusting? You're on polo grounds.
He doesn't leave his home. Oscar, come on, give
Mike,
him a
I've
break.
been to more concerts than anyone on this show.
Not
Have you
outside,
ever
though.
been to a Bonnaroo?
No.
Okay. Have you ever been to a 2-day festival?
No, but I went to one day of an HF festival.
Well, everybody's been to that.
Mike, have
I've
you been
worked
to
many
that?
of them.
Yes.
Okay, then
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
has
yeah.
been to that.
Yes. Yeah, we have
A
been.
drainage pipe company surveyed plumbers and asked them to reveal the strangest things they've caught being flushed down the toilet. I got 9 of them here. Let me see. Legos, rubber ducks, socks, sex toys, teeth. They didn't
Ew.
specify whether they were real or fake. Turkey bones and Brussels sprouts.
Are they still on in the morning?
Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's Turkey Bones for a Wednesday morning. How you doing? Hey, Brussels sprouts.
Hey, Liam Neeson's going to be calling us later.
Wake up. Ding, 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 ding. Let's see, a banana, like a unpeeled
Yes.
banana.
Yeah.
A pipe stuck inside another pipe, and a 2-man tent. And sleeping bag. What?
I don't understand the socks because it just seems like the worst place to put something.
Yeah.
The banana peel, I could see a 10th or 11th grader that's just trying to get through life being like, oh, this is biodegradable. I just learned that.
You know,
Just keep it
worst
down
thing
there.
to put down your drain that I discovered the hard way when I got a
What?
terrible shrimp shells. Don't put shrimp shells
Why?
down yet because they will clog up your drain.
They'll jam it up?
They will
Yeah.
jam it up even if
Oh,
you put
I
the
didn't know
disposal
that.
on. They will
Robert
jam
was a
it up.
huge flusher when he was like 2 years old, to a point where we knew the plumber by the first name, and Robert loved flushing batteries.
Oh God! Wow,
Really
expensive,
bad.
too.
It was
Man.
not cheap.
That's yeah. You know what
doesn't
gets
do it
those out?
anymore. What?
You know what gets those acidic batteries out? You just put some Pepsid down the drain. That's what does it. And now, finally, meet the Australian Antichinus. Let me see. Antechinus.
Antiquity?
Antichinus. The Antichinus, a promiscuous marsupial, the Antichinus, known for its killer sex protocol.
Look that up.
Never
if you
heard
don't
about
mind.
this. We might be able to. Max, see if you can get a picture of an Antichinus on the screen
Spell that out
here.
again, please.
It's got killer sex protocol, which includes cannibalism.
Look out, Oscar.
Australian Antichinus.
Now listen, this is their routine. After doing the deed, which can last 14 hours, the Antichinus, hey man, the males drop dead as surging testosterone causes cortisol to flood uncontrolled through the body, reaching pathological levels. Mac, having trouble finding the picture of the Antichinus?
We'll be up in a second.
Thank you. This provides a... Take your time. This provides an opportunity for a cheap energy gain. It's like a little shrew, like a mole or a mouse or a shrew.
Yeah.
This provides an opportunity for cheap energy gain via cannibalism for still living males and pregnant or lactating female Antichinuses. That's just a wild orgy of sex and death.
I didn't know that. This little guy on the screen now, for those of you watching the video, he's a cutie patootie.
Cutie patootie that eats the dead corpses of the other horny Antichinuses, and they cannibalize dead males to help stack on weight and condition before their own breeding period commences,
Look out.
when they also die. In other words, they die so others can love in a sexy circle of life. Figuratively, this reminds me of my first marriages. Am I right, ladies? Yes, sir. Circle of life, death.
Yes.
Mike, if you listen carefully, that sound you hear is Matt Bloom running to the pet store to buy 6 of them.
Yes, sirree. Yes, sirree, Bob. Are we going to do Nikki next the break after?
No, we got another segment. No, he doesn't. We'll do one more segment.
One more segment, and then Nikki Diamond on the Mike O'Mara Show. We will be back with more fun and frivolity when we talk about Reunion Robb.
Oh.
Woohoo! And an HOA update with Oscar and the property he manages for his family, ladies and gentlemen. This time I want to tell you about Derm Glow. Listen, lose the weight. I've done it. You can do it. Go to Derm Glow. They've got a button there that says weight loss. Click on that, and Derm Glow Skin will let you take a quiz. If you qualify, you can get control of your weight problem. All you do, take the weight loss quiz at dermglowskin.com. If you qualify, a doc will write you a prescription, and the pharmacy will fill it. Your weight loss medication shipped directly to your house. I'm on another 3-month cycle myself, and I got the notice yesterday. Your products have shipped. Yay,
Nice.
yay, yay. Fantastic. Listen, you don't have to worry about low or out of stocks. Dermglow will connect you with a doctor that is fully supplied, so no more waiting. Boom, bam, changed my life. I've lost so much weight, I now use chapstick for deodorant.
That's skinny.
You're such an ass. Go ahead. Get excited. And do it all online right now at dermglowskin.com. If you've struggled with weight for too long, click the weight loss button and begin the best journey of your life. Make 2024 the year you finally reach your goal. Dermglow, you can do it. All right, you know what, Rob? I am not surprised that you were involved with your class reunion. And we've been trying to talk about this for 3 or 4 days now.
Yeah.
So here's your opportunity to pretend that you don't want to be involved with it when Oscar and I both know the truth that you're like the front man for it. I'm sure you are.
No, I'm not the front man. I was called into it for the 30th, and we're planning our 35th this year, class of 89 at James Madison High School. Go Warhawks.
Yeah, but you were recruited 5 years ago. You've done your time.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't have any eagerness to actually attend the event. Here's where I'm conflicted. I don't really want to go to the event because everyone I want to see, I'm already in touch with on Facebook, right? So there's nothing to be gained from going to the reunion.
Yeah, and rubbing shoulders with your former bullies.
Yeah, exactly. People that used to kick the snot out of me. I don't need
You
that.
weren't bullied.
I was not bullied,
Yeah,
actually.
you're probably very popular.
No, I was, but I realized that the reason that I'm brought into the fold, and it's kind of flattering, is when we meet our 9-person committee, I'm there to represent the theater kids. And, because there's a jock, there's a student government person, there's a cheerleader on the crew. And so it's kind of nice to be elevated with the cool people that I never got to hang with in high school. That is flattering. But I don't really want to do it. But I don't have any
Let's get the meeting
problem.
started. Is Nancy here yet? What's wrong?
This is
with me?
also so real and sad. That
It is
this
sad,
your
isn't it?
perspective in life.
Well,
or-
the ones that organize the reunions are, for lack of a better word, the townies. The people
that never left.
That
Yeah.
never left.
Yeah.
That's who
Well,
does it.
To be fair, Mike, I got out of Vienna the day after I graduated high school.
You didn't,
So,
but you can't. You didn't get out of Northern Virginia.
no, and I never will.
You never left.
No. Well, I left Vienna, and I think that shows something. But
What do you mean you left Vienna?
because Vienna is a horrible place, and it's a very Vienna-centric school. Because everyone
That's
in
like
Vienna.
my town saying I left Glastonbury, but I moved to East Hartford.
No, I don't think it is.
You left
think
Vienna and you live in Leesburg.
I went north to northwest to northeast. Like I'm
Loudoun
kind of what
County
it
is
is.
a very different thing than Vienna. Because here's the thing about Vienna, and I've done this before.
Who's the most successful member of your graduating class that you know of?
sports science gentlemen.
See, now I
Yeah,
wouldn't be,
probably
Robb,
Brankus,
and
yeah.
in all fairness, I don't think I'd be able to answer that question because I really wouldn't know.
I think it's probably Brankus, but we got a lot of people that.
John Brankus?
Yeah. I think that one of the things that sort of made me cock my head at the reunion meeting last Saturday was, well, we decided to go see the Taj Mahal because we wanted to finally get it off our bucket list. And I'm thinking, okay, they're in a different stratosphere earning wise than I am. A lot of people are, because if you are staying in Vienna, you are probably also quite well off because it is not a cheap area.
Isn't
to
it
live in.
really, though, staying in Northern Virginia instead of staying in Vienna? I mean, really kind of saying you moved out
No,
of
because
Vienna,
Mike, Vienna
staying
loves
in the
it.
area.
Vienna loves their stupid parades and their overcrowding, and they love living in Vienna.
Okay.
Vienna people love Vienna. They love how brown it
What's
is.
planned for the 30th?
We're going.
Well,
No,
35th
35th.
now.
35th.
Oh, 35th. 30,
Yeah.
oh,
It's going to be a
okay.
little more casual.
I have a statement.
Shoot.
The odd year ones, come on. Make it 25, 50, and then see who's dead. That's
Well, what
what
about
I believe.
what about 20 and 30? You don't do a 20?
They do them all the time. I went to the 25th.
While we've done the show, you've gone.
I went to the
remember.
25th,
Yeah,
and I think I went to the 50th. Is it
Yes.
the 50th? Wait a
Yes.
minute, is it the 50th? I'm 18.
No, it couldn't be. It couldn't
No,
be.
it's
50.
not the
40th.
50th. I went to
40th.
did I go to the 40th?
I
think I went to the 40th.
Yes, I remember because you told us you got a chance to drive by your old house.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
yeah, I remember.
I went to the 40th, but
and the lawn wasn't being taken care of, and you were upset
You
about
were
that. I remember,
insulted,
yes,
yeah.
They
yes,
did
yes.
one for our 60th birthdays, and it's like no. I mean, I think I don't know. It's
How
fun.
many of your class are left?
About 2.
Yeah. Well,
No,
you
no,
should
no.
just do it. You should do the reunion
it's sad,
on Zoom.
guys. It's reality. I mean, I got to
well, we've
answer that
lost-
question. It's sad.
One of the responsibilities that was discussed, I hated this.
You're
At
too young for it. You don't have to worry about
Mike,
it that much yet.
There was one person's
Well, we just went through
responsibility
COVID.
is the memorial table, and that's sad.
Oh, who was that? Your idea? That
No,
was probably
no.
your idea.
No, it was not my idea. How dare you, Oscar? The floor recognizes Oscar.
Why not just say, sorry, guys, my plate's full. Sayonara.
Because
you
what
already
they've
have, you already have for your 35th. You have a memorial table.
we had one at our 30th.
COVID.
Wow.
Yeah, and we've been through the whole COVID thing since the last reunion.
said that really excited.
Yeah.
COVID.
There was a lot of people passed.
What is COVID,
Sadly.
Alex? So my responsibility is small. Is just putting together the music.
Yeah, but
and
why
I can do that standing
be
on my head.
involved is what I'm saying.
He's involved. It's not going to change. I will now tee him up. All right.
All right.
So this is going to be your 35th.
Yes.
All right, Robb Spiewak. My main question to you: can you tell me what will the theme of this 35th reunion be when you get together?
Well, I'll tell you, Mike. The 30th was Enchantment Under the Sea, and the 35th is Kick the Snot Out of the Theater Kids.
Thank you. We have to take a break. We have to.
By the way, I got some details on this in a different conversation. $80 a ticket.
$89.
No open bar. Like it's just
No,
crazy.
it's going to be $89 with probably 2 drinks per person. I'm going to sell my tickets
Why go?
God, F that.
because I'm putting together the music. It's going to be great.
Nikki's name.
Go Warhawks.
89 beans.
Yeah, cheaper than last year.
Where you
and
having
then
it?
you have to pay to forget about like all your childhood trauma while you're there.
That's amazing. That's very expensive. This podcast sponsored by Groove Life. The Groove Wallet, a sleek aluminum, low-profile wallet engineered for everyday use. One simple thumb motion perfectly fans up to 6 cards out for easy access to find everything you need. Plus, Groove Life just launched their new carbon fiber wallet. Got it right here.
Love it.
Bring it. Bring it.
Love mine. Matches
I
my
want to show
belt.
you. I don't know if you'll
Actually,
see
carbon fiber
I don't know if
shoes,
this
and
is
I'll be
going to translate, but
the
I'm going to
lightest.
try to.
Fastest around.
That's the carbon. You can see it.
Yes.
Yeah. Wonderful.
That's the carbon fiber wallet right there, and
Nimble.
it's gorgeous.
Stylish.
It's really stylish. And then when they talk about fanning, there, I want a fan for you. Watch this. Watch how easy this is. I got to do it backwards, but there's
Yeah,
the
don't show
fan.
your card numbers. There
There
you
they
You're
are.
a fanboy.
It's wonderful. I love the Groove Life wallet. You will too. It's the it's fantastic, and they have added carbon fiber included to make it even more durable. Whatever happens to your Groove Life gear, they are here to help with Groove Life's 94-year no BS warranty. The Groove Wallet is the last wallet you're ever going to need, and Groove Life makes a ton more than just wallets. They got belts, rings, watch bands, AirPod cases, and much more. Listen, pal, it's 2024. Are you still using the same wallet from 2004? Now is the time to update your wallet game with Groove Life. Head to groovelife.com/TMOS for 20% off all Groove Life products. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use my link, groovelife.com/TMOS for 20% off your order. One last time, groovelife.com/TMOS for 20% off your order, people. All right, so it's amazing. It seemed quick, even with my team sucking this year. But we
Maybe
have
that's
reached.
why it flew by. Because
It flew
the
by.
Giants.
Well, it flew by because I was engaged in it. I liked it. It was fun. And I think most NFL fans would tell you that we are in a situation where it's down to 4 teams that probably deserve to be there. So it's kind of fun. And now, directly from Pahrump, Nevada, wearing his Pahrump hat, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Nicky Diamond. Good to see you. They missed you last week,
They
Nicky.
did, Nick.
And
Good to be back. Yes.
they clamored for you last week. They really
Well, sometimes you gotta take a step back so people can realize how much they really want you and
did.
desire.
Bingo,
There you
Nicky.
go.
Bingo.
Absolutely. Makes
How
the heart
you,
grow
how you
fonder.
been? How is life, Nicky? We get right to the football. It's been a great football season. We never ask about
You look
you,
healthy and
your
thin.
living arrangements. You do look good. Your
Thank you.
your love life, the world, your sports book, your liquor store affiliations. How is life treating you, Nicky?
Well, thank you for 17 questions at once. Yes.
That's funny.
I will say I am enjoying here the Desert Green. Edith and Edna right now are, excuse me, in the Swiss Alps. They're snowboarding. Yes.
Wow.
That's pretty ambitious for women of their age.
They're go-getters, Mike. They really go after it. They live life to the fullest, as I do. I bet life to the fullest, if you will. Yes.
There you go. There you
Things
go.
are very good. Yes, it's the Final Four. I have a little cold here. No big deal.
I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. I will fight through it. The show must go on. You said the P stands for prompt, but perhaps this week it stands for Patrick.
How dare you? How dare you?
Hey, Nicky, before you start your picks here, have you
Yes.
swabbed yourself for the COVID now that you've got that little respiratory infection?
I have, again, I got my booster from my buddy down on the street there at the pawn shop, Pawn World. He's got a good booster.
Pawn World surfaces
I forgot
again
about
on the
Pawn
show.
World, yeah.
All right,
they
because
treat
you're under
everyone
the
like
weather,
a
you
champ.
get right to it. We're not going to keep it too long, Nicky. You take it away.
It's quite all right. Hey, talk about true love. I mean, Taylor Swift, you're following a guy to Baltimore. That's love. I mean, that's one in Baltimore, Taylor. The good thing about Baltimore is that you're always one block away from murder. It's fun. It's just literally right around the corner. That should be your slogan. Right around the corner. Murder. That's why Cal Ripken played all those games in a row. The safest place to be was in the field. So.
There you go.
Gotta stay
Bada
alive.
bing, bada boom. He done lost his
Yeah.
step to that.
You know what? That's the I know it's the early game, but that's the headliner. We'll start with the late game, which to me is not the headliner. That's the Niners and the Detroit Lions. Detroit, what an incredible season. Dan Campbell, Detroit finally irrelevant again. I say they run the ball down the Niners' throat. They keep it close, but at the end, San Francisco's just a little too good, and they win. It was rather ugly, kind of. Maybe they shouldn't have won versus the Packers. I say the Niners slip by, but Detroit, don't worry. Actually, this is probably it for you. You should enjoy it while it lasts, because you're probably going to go back to being Detroit soon.
Okay, so Purdy for the win.
Yeah. Purdy for the win. Yes. My girl likes to Purdy all the time. That's what they'll be. Yeah.
There you go. Sicky Nicky can deliver even when he's under the weather, ladies and gentlemen.
Good reference to the song that's 40 years old. Okay, yeah. Feeling younger here on the Michael O'Mara Show. Merle Rogers Jr. You'll be out there soon. Okay, all right.
Merle Rogers Jr.
Yeah, MRJ. Yep. We're going off the rails, baby. Yep.
Get through it, Sicky Nicky.
Oh, you give this guy some Sudafed. He's unstoppable. Lamar Jackson, soon to be the second-time MVP versus the considerably the greatest quarterback of all time, Patrick Mahomes. It is a heavyweight matchup. And Bermuda boy, I know you're a Ravens fan, and you know it feels like this is their year. But then again, it's hard to slay the dragon. We saw with the Patriots all those years. Somehow they find a way to win. But when it comes down to it, sometimes you just look at the obvious. And the obvious is that Baltimore can't be beat, baby. They're just everybody.
Oh!
Yes. They don't even keep it close. They had won that half last week and 2 months. It'll start off slow. They'll pull away just like last week. It's the Ravens year. They will not be denied. Lamar Jackson gonna be the MVP, Super MVP. It's all about the Ravens. Well, left side chicken away next week, but they're gonna light them up, Bermuda boy. You better go to Vegas. You better get out there and be there for your team.
Bye, Nikki.
35-14. Going to the Super Bowl. Ravens 49ers. Until 2 weeks from now, adios amigos. I'm going to go take some more drugs.
There you go.
Hi, Nick.
He's a trooper. He's a trooper. Wow. My God, painful. But still
love
have the
that matchup.
material. Yeah.
I love it.
I hope he's wrong about San Francisco, but I believe he's correct about Baltimore. I think they are ready. Baltimore is a steamroller, man. It's going to be a great championship weekend. We're looking forward to that. We got to take a break. Thank you, Nikki. Thank you for coming on Under the Weather. We appreciate that. If you want to know the line of the day, Cal Ripken played all those consecutive games because he was safest on the field.
That's right. He didn't leave the stadium.
That is a great Baltimore joke. Well done, Nikki. Oh, my God. You ought to bring that one over to 98 Rock. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will have the flip side with Mr. Robb Spewak right after this. Important TMOS news. The TMOS store is under new management. And listen, pal, this is one groovy chick. She's the Ginchiest. There's tons of social interaction, fast shipping, online thank yous, intriguing dog pics. Maybe not the hats yet. It's a new era. Hey, that's a hat brand. How about that? If you haven't ordered anything yet, good news, you didn't miss out. So let me ask you, do you love hats? Do you love flex fit hats?
Look out.
Somebody spilled some beanies. Hey, sure you do. Well, they're coming, and coming soon. And you're going to go wild for these lids. They're fire, man. Hey, baby. Let's go. Nota bene. Every purchase keeps the laughs coming. TMOSstore.com, the source for all things TMOS, official, authentic, and awesome. Thank you for your support. And remember our motto, Robb Spewak.
If you don't buy it, dear, we won't sell it.
There you go. There,
Thank
I want
you
to
very
tell
much.
you. That's some wild stuff. Yeah, it's great.
It's Betty Davis.
The flip side.
I think we can clear something up here because I was not 100% understanding what was going on. Remember this week, Paulie Shore released a short film about Richard Simmons.
At Sundance.
Yeah, and we thought it was going to be a feature, right? Well, what it turns out is he did the short to gain support to make the feature.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So it was almost like a promotional thing.
Correct.
And he still wants Richard to be involved. And they found Paulie, as one does, at the Burbank airport. And he wanted to just reach out to Richard saying, hey, look at this with an open heart. So here is Paulie Shore at Burbank Airport.
Richard, what's up, buddy? It's me again, sorry. Is it okay if I talk to them, right? Fred's got some shit to do today.
Yeah.
But listen, watch the short. It's called Court Gesture. It's about 10 minutes. It's on YouTube. It's almost at 1 million views. And if you read the comments, watch it with open heart. Don't watch it coming into it going, I don't want to do this and blah, blah, blah. And don't come at it that. Watch it with your open heart and just be like a vulnerable and just be, what do you think of it? Based off of that, and if you feel that it's still messed up and that doesn't track with your integrity and your thing, then let us know. But in the meantime, we're going to try to move forward with this piece. We're going to look for writers. Like I said, there might be some trash cans here in Hollywood. No, I'm just kidding. And let us know what you think. Let us know what you think of the short. It's out now. I know Stern is watching it. Howard's watching it.
And do you ultimately, of course, do you want him to be a part of the feature?
Yeah, I would love to have Richard Simmons be a part of the feature film, physically to be there with me on the set.
So I think he's sincere. I get a sincerity from him in that he really does want him to be involved, and I kind of want to see the project. What do you guys think?
Well, why would he be insincere about that? Obviously he wants him part of the project, so the project could be a success.
Yeah.
If I'm Richard Simmons and I'm watching this, this can't be the first time he's blindsided by this, right? He knows something's happening.
Sure. Yeah, he knows it's going on.
Yeah. I don't know, you call your team or Tim and his agent and you're like, should we be a part of this? So should we be a part of this so we can help control the narrative and the storyline, or do we just, it looks like they're going to make it anyways? Hello.
Yeah, because I got the impression that my thought at the front is that Paulie might have been making fun of him. But when I said sincere before, I think he sincerely wants to tell the story. I don't think it's going to be a slam piece.
I think it's something that, with controlling the narrative to a certain degree, would be the motivating factor. I think Richard Simmons probably doesn't have to work again, and he's probably fine to just stay. I don't know. I wouldn't call him a recluse. I don't know whether he is or not.
This
but
is
he's
out of the
obviously
public
not the
eye.
public eye.
Yeah.
This is only viable because of the popularity. I did a deeper dive a few days ago because of the popularity of the podcast. That set the tone of like, people actually really care.
Yeah,
about
looking for Richard Simmons.
Yes.
We'll see what happens. I think that I didn't watch the entire short, but I've watched the clips of it, and it's I found it both interesting and sensitive and kind of cool, and I think the performance was good too. So
I do too.
When's the last time we gave a real thumbs up to Paulie Shore? Right, he's been a punching bag for a long time. I hope this works for both of them, and I hope it paints Richard in a good light and rock and roll. Hope they get successful with it.
We will keep you informed
There'll be an
as
audience
to what goes
for it,
down.
that's for sure.
That's for sure. Mike, good news for the people of Buffalo, the Bills Mafia. When Travis Kelce gave the heart during the game, he wasn't doing it for Taylor. He wanted you to say the heart is not for Taylor.
The celebration went wild by you with the little heart.
Interviewed by his brother.
Yeah, man, had to spread the love, baby. You always got to spread that love, baby.
There we go.
There was a lot of hate pulling up to that stadium, man. A lot of understandable.
Yeah, I mean, it's a football game. It's
a football game. The Bills coming into their house, they want to make it rowdy.
Twins.
Did it get a little disrespectful? 1,000%.
The brother looks like he's on Little
They
House.
get a little extra, 1,000%. I'm not.
What they say they got extra?
I'm not gonna say because that's what they want. They want to feel.
There you go.
I'm not going to relay it, but some things were said about the family. Some pretty inappropriate things were said about Pat Mahomes. It was pretty whack. I get it. You know what I mean? Coming into a hostile environment, I respect it. But I just wanted to make sure.
Play the mind games.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it knew it wasn't mutual. I don't hate you guys like you hate us. It's all love, baby.
They don't hate us. I was with them. They love you.
Well, we'll get to that later, Jason.
All right. So he was actually making the heart for the people of Buffalo.
But didn't everybody in the viewing audience, myself included, immediately think he was sending that up to Taylor?
Of course.
Everybody did, Or maybe, maybe we're being played. We'll never know for sure.
You don't win by what? Imagine if she was looking down at him and she was like, I can't believe this guy just threw me the heart. And then he had to be like, that wasn't for you. It was for the city of Buffalo and NFL fans. That's really awkward.
Oscar, do you believe that it is completely based on where she was sitting in the stadium, right? Because if she's behind him and he goes like this.
You're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Then it's completely legit.
Yeah, correct.
If she's in the the
Mike,
general
Jumbotron,
vicinity.
though.
It was kind of
Jumbotron.
a corner end zone suite. I don't think they were there. I think they're probably on the 40 or 50-yard line. So who knows? We'll see.
We'll see. Anyway, so that's nice, Buffalo. That must soften the blow a little bit.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Okay. Let's close with this, Mike. I know you love Hartsfield Airport in Atlanta.
Oh, my God. I've circled that more than any airport in the United States.
It's not been the best couple of weeks for airlines.
Good food, though, in Hartsfield. Really, really good restaurants in Hartsfield.
What's your pick to click there?
You put me on the spot. It's a Cajun style.
I remember you talking about it, actually. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I can't do it. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's all
Move
right.
on.
But, Mike, I remember that you did like it. You're being genuine. Let's say you're on a 757 and you find out the reason that your takeoff has been delayed is that your nose wheel fell off your plane. And the reason that they even found out about
Nose wheel or nose cone?
Nose wheel. The front wheel on the plane fell
boy.
off and was rolling on the runway. But the pilot can't see it because he's over the nose wheel, so he gets this on his radio.
Delta 982, this is the aircraft looking at you. One of your nose tires just came off. It just rolled off the runway behind you. Delta 982, tower, sounds like we've got a problem.
So Delta had to install the donut and also take the runway a little slower.
Man, and this is pre-takeoff, right?
Yeah, they stopped the takeoff. God. They didn't know that their tire fell off until another plane told them.
When I see those videos about, and it's all, this is on NFL Sundays, focused on recruiting pilots.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It's so scary. And here's the thing, a lot of cars nowadays, they give you a tire sensor when your automobile has a flat. And you mean a plane doesn't have a thing going, whoop, 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 tire fell off.
The nice thing is when he got that notification, the Delta pilot made eye contact with the other pilot and gave him a heart.
There you go. Good kicker. I like that. Today. That was a beautiful out. Thank you very much.
You. Yeah.
Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us. Make sure you grab yourself a bonus show subscription. We will be back with that tomorrow on the Mike O'Mara Show. And once again, for all of your support in all the different areas with new platforms just around the corner, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting our show. We are committing to bringing it to you, and we appreciate your commitment to us. For Robb Stewart and Oscar Santana, Mike O'Mara saying so long, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Want more? Make sure you check out the Mike O'Mara Bonus Show. Get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com.
Mike O'Mara, Radio Entertainment.
Huh? Christ almighty, it's like I'm sitting here playing cards with my brother's kids or something. You nerve-wracking sons of bitches.
Hi, I'm Moira Rose. And if you love fruit wine as much as I do, then you'll appreciate the craftsmanship and quality of a local vintner who brings the muskmelon goodness to his oak Chardonnay and the dazzling peach crab apple to his Riesling Rioja.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?